Welcome back to Transfer Talk. If you're just joining us, the big transfer news involving Darwin Nunez. Liverpool have reached an agreement with Al Hilal, the Saudi Pro League club, are set to pay a fixed fee of £46.2 million plus add-ons that could take the deal to £56.6 million. Just another update on that. It's all happening today. We do understand that Liverpool are yet to be informed that Nunez has accepted the move. So they don't know yet that Nunez has given the green light to make that move. But remember that the fee has been agreed, and we understand that Nunez has agreed the personal terms. Understand that Nunez as well. OK, but we'll keep you updated with all. Time across to Rio de Janeiro, where we speak to our South American football expert, Tim Vickery. Tim, always good to see you. Let's start with that breaking news with Liverpool and Darwin Nunez and Al Hilal. What do you make of that? Did you expect it to come so soon?
Well, the interesting thing for me is that you've just confirmed that so far there's been no agreement from the player himself. I would be very, very sorry to lose him. I think he's a player who always gives you something. And I'm still hoping that Darwin can evolve this move in another direction. I thought I had this one all sorted out on Friday. I was in the studio on Friday when the news came in of Liverpool making that big bid for Isak. And I thought, well, why not? Isak moves in one direction, Nunez plus cash in the other direction. Everyone wins. And I really think that the Newcastle fans would absolutely love him. I think they would really, really take to him. So I'm still hoping against hope that that could happen, because I would be very, very sorry to see this player leave the Premier League.
Yeah, Tim, hi, it's Michael here. Not everyone, not all Liverpool fans have taken to Darwin Nunez. How's he regarded in South America?
Well, he's Uruguay's cutting edge, and his record for Uruguay is very good indeed. And he's an optimist of the goal, isn't he? He's always trying. He's always putting himself around. He's always running into the channels. So I think, although there are some Liverpool fans who maybe have a resistance to him, there are many who really appreciate his efforts. And I'm sure he'd be a big hit with the Newcastle fans, who kind of love that type of player. In this year, going into the World Cup, it's an important move to make, and he may come to the conclusion that going to Saudi will leave him fresher for the World Cup. But as I say, I think he would be a loss to the Premier League.
So that's Darwin Nunez. Let's move on, because West Ham and John Victor, he looks like he is heading to London. What can the West Ham fans expect from him?
Well, the point here is that this is two former Botafogo goalkeepers going to the Premier League, with Lucas Perry joining Leeds through Lyon, and now John. He's only known as John over here. You seem to have added a Victor there to give him the second names. John, well down the road to joining West Ham. So 2 points to make. Number one is the excellence of Botafogo's scouting system, who they pick up these players on the down when they're reserves, as Lucas Perry was, or John was on loan in the Spanish second division with Valladolid. When they brought him back last year, he was an essential part of the team that won the Brazilian title and the South American title, the Copa Libertadores, and he had an excellent tournament recently in the Club World Cup. And like so many, and Brazil is really becoming a mass producer of goalkeepers. And John is right in the mould of so many goalkeepers that Brazil is coming up with. Tall, athletic, lithe. Very, very impressive, I think. Very impressive. I know there's a reel going round of his mistakes. This is cruel. You could do that with the greatest goalkeeper who's ever played the game. You can find Lev Yashin conceded a goal straight from a corner, for crying out loud. But John has given wonderful service for over a year for Botafogo. He's been really, really dependable. The only thing I think you would say at this stage is that I don't think he has the language. So Lucas Perry, who spent a year on loan at Crystal Palace, I think would be a little bit ahead on that one, because defending, of course, is a collective task, and it is vital that the goalkeeper is able to communicate with his defensive unit. So I think John would need some getting up to speed with that. But in terms of his goalkeeping abilities, I don't think he has anything to fear in the Premier League, and I think he can give West Ham equally good service as he gave to Botafogo.
And Botafogo getting their replacement in Bournemouth's Neto. Will they be pleased with that business?
Yeah, I think they will. Neto, a goalkeeper of vast experience. He's at the veteran stage now, but he's been from Barcelona to Bournemouth and now to Botafogo. So he's going around all the Bs. Just missed out on Brentford there, I suppose. So he's a keeper of vast experience, and he's already on his way to Rio. So that really makes it clear that the deal there with John is almost done and dusted. The Botafogo fans have turned against John a little bit. That's not because they don't rate him; it's because they don't want to lose him. I think they respect the contribution that he's made, and they're very sad that he's going. So that one seems now well down the line. John to West Ham, Neto coming back to go between the sticks for Botafogo.
Yes, sound of a good player, I suppose, if that happens. Real Madrid's Rodrigo, he's been tentatively linked with several Premier League clubs, but not really taken that seriously over here in the wider media. Do you see that one happening in the future?
Well, let's watch this space over the next couple of weeks, because this could be interesting. And Rodrigo has the Real Madrid dilemma, doesn't he? That it's hard for players to be top dog there. And he's so talented. He's almost absurdly talented. But someone has to do the hard yards. And, Jude Bellingham said last year that he considered Rodrigo the most talented of all of them and the one who has to sacrifice himself most for the side. Now, where does Xabi Alonso see Rodrigo in his plans? Because he can play anywhere across the front line. Didn't use him very much in the Club World Cup. And when he did, wide right. Now, we know that Rodrigo doesn't really want to play wide right. He would far prefer a free role. Now, what we understand is that he is very keen on staying at Real Madrid and proving to Xabi Alonso that he can be a key part of that side. Over the next 2 weeks, if that doesn't happen, then he may start looking around. And what an asset he would be. It's almost like one of those mafia films when you need to break away and start your own family, because he is so good. I think it's a waste to have him as a kind of bit part player filling in spaces or playing wide on the right. You want him roaming free, dropping his little bombs all around the opposing goal. So I think the key thing here is, does Rodrigo think that he has an important place in Xabi Alonso's team? If not, I wonder if we'll see progress towards the end of this month.
Don Vickery, one more question, very quick question before you go. I want to get your view. I'm hearing potentially Christian Romero is going to be the new Spurs captain when Son's departure to LAFC is announced. I know you watch a lot of Christian Romero for Argentina. Is that the right choice to be the next Spurs captain, do you think?
Yes. Well, he's a World Cup winner, isn't he? And it's also a way of cementing him in with his importance to the team. Yes, he's a winner. He's a leader. He plays right up to the line, and sometimes goes the other side. And maybe having captaincy responsibilities just calms down some of those rough edges, but also it makes him very, very aware of his importance to the project. So yes, I think in the very place where all those years ago Ozzy Ardiles landed from Argentina, I think it's entirely appropriate that Argentine's World Cup winner is the new captain.
Perfect. Tim, great to speak to you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Speak soon.